Hey everybody, Barry with Christenson Transportation, where the truckers truck and safety takes priority today. And I know I just done a very similar video a couple weeks ago, but you know, sometimes repetition helps the soul. So this one's about pre-trips. I think the last one was, hey Barry, what do you do when your drivers, what do you tell your drivers when they get so far along and there's no place to stop and they're out of fuel, they buy this, blah, blah. And I said, that's called a poor pre-trip, So the focus is not forgetting, when you have fifth grade basketball all the way up through college and probably pros, I don't know, never played either one of those, but you practice the basics. You do layups, you do the star drill, you do little moves and dribble practices, because in the end of the day, it all comes down to the core things that we do every day that help us get better. So, got this neat little thing here, and we'll even help out the makers, my good friends at Rand McNally. And so, part of that pre-tripping, not only is it to go over your truck and trailer and make sure that you don't get stranded out in the middle of somewhere because you forgot to check your tires and find cords in one or regular wear, and you get out in New Mexico and have a blowout. That's called a poor pre-trip, and you're going to wait hours and spend hundreds of dollars on a service truck to come out there, only because your first 15 minutes of the day, even though you typed on your little tablet that you did a pre-trip and you did not send any defects in or pictures supporting those defects, it's readily available on the tablet that helps us schedule maintenance and get these things fixed. Everything was okay, and you set off into the blue and you have a blowout because your tires cords were showing, and now you're having a bad day. So we've got that part of the pre-trip. The other part is knowing where the heck you're going. You just can't rely on technology at the end of the day. Everybody's done it. I've got people that I say, why do you have our tablet that's got Rand McNally in it and routes you across the trucking landscape, avoiding low bridges and one-lane roads and whatever other obstacles that trucks need to avoid? Completely forgot what I was saying. Anyway, they have multiple devices in their truck. I was like, well, why do you need that one? We give you this. Well, that one sent me off into here and got me lost at this shipper or receiver, and mine does better. Well, whatever one you have, it better not get you into trouble if it's not mine. If it's mine, then I only got me and the makers of the software, my other good friends at Rand McNally, to blame. Which is why we have the Truckers Edition. But having said that, don't rely on that stuff. I mean, common sense has got to prevail at some point in our life. So I had a call this weekend, and I'm not picking on this driver, but it's a good scenario to repeat, I guess, verbally. Got stuck on a gravel road trying to back up because he got to a low water crossing that was underwater. First of all, we're not Saturday afternoon high school and four-wheel driving on dirt roads. You gotta search the world over to find a dirt road anymore, and you sure don't want to find it in a semi. So that brought on the whole thing of planning my trip, looking at the map, knowing what roads I'm going to get. And this really literally takes 5 minutes. So, by the time your truck's warming up, you can see what the GPS routing is. And then you go back and you look on your map and say, well, really, brother, it may be 10 miles more, but I can take these 4-lane roads. And I don't have to get on a 2-lane road like this GPS is trying to get me to do. So you kind of have an understanding. But when you start getting into very unfamiliar territory and you start, looking around and the road's shrinking and the type of road is changing, something in your head needs to say, there might be a problem before you have a problem. So, you know, let's not forget the basics. Let's do our pre-trips. Let's look at all our stuff. Let's act like we're going to go scuba diving, and it's a matter of life and death that we inspect our air tanks and all our respirators and all our altimeters and all the other things that we use, because it is life or death. And so let's try doing that with trucking. Do your pre-trip. Do your basics. Look at your stuff. Look at your map. Plan your fuel stop. Plan your rest break. Plan where you're going to spend the night. You know, don't just drive until the clock strikes midnight and you're out of hours and you're like, well, I guess I got to go on PC or use adverse conditions because I'm in the middle of freaking nowhere. So don't be that person. Be a professional. We love to brag at Christenson Transportation that this is where the truckers truck. I mean, we're the truckers. We're the true cowboys. We know what we're doing. We're safe. We're above and beyond everybody else. Well, if you're driving by the seat of your pants and you're running off your GPS and doing what it tells you all day long without questioning anything, and you're just taking off till you're out of time and don't know where you're going to buy fuel, that is not part of our motto. So get back to the basics and don't be part of the come on, man. Can't believe you did that. That's my new theme. Some of these are just, come on, man. Jesus. So, anyway. Thanks for being at Christenson. Thanks for watching these videos. Be safe. That's what it's all about. Have a good day.